message that I kept on seeing appear all over my Facebook and all over YouTube was, Alpha, you have to see what Ubisoft unveiled whenever it came to Watch Dogs. And I was like, huh, Watch Dogs, you say? Well, I already had my eye on the game to begin with, but I wanted to go and see what they unveiled at E3. And, you know, they pretty much end their entire thing with Watch Dogs, which was probably the smartest thing that they could do. And I'm going to start this video by talking about it because mine just everywhere. Like, I'll get that in a minute. Don't worry. We can magic eraser that or some shit. Maybe get some Febreze in here because it's summer and it's going to smell like dick. So, Watch Dogs looked fucking phenomenal on every single level. I mean, firstly, the graphics in the game. Now, normally, I'm one of those people, I'm not really impressed with graphics, but considering the fact that this is a sandbox, you know, type game, like Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row and whatnot, so you're dropped into a great big city and can just run amok. This game looks like something that you would see in a cutscene, but it's not. You're controlling it in real time, and it was just amazing. The draw distance, amazing. The lighting effects, amazing. Just seeing everything go on, I was just like, kudos to you for that. But then came the gameplay itself. Now, you're walking about everything, and it didn't seem very exciting as far as an action aspect was concerned, but it was really engaging in the fact that you're going and interacting with a whole lot of things in the environment whenever it came to electronics. So, you know, when it came to TVs, when it came to anything that had electricity run through it, when it came to cell phones, you were able to go and fuck with them to create diversions and to go about your mission how you were going to. I like this because this gives the player themselves tons of options. And that's one of the things is, I like tons of options. Okay, I'm sure that you could probably go straight in there and knock a couple guards out, then, you know, they're all well aware of your presence and just come storming straight in. Is that the best way that you want to go about it? Probably not, because it's not nearly as exciting, at least not to me. I want to be able to use my fucking, my thinking muscle there and go about this. So one of the best things, like, easily, that I thought was, after the whole thing inside the building, when he left, he was trying to escape, so what did he do? He created this big diversion by fucking with the traffic lights and make them all green, so that all the cars were just like, and there's a big fucking mess there, and I was just like, yes! And then they went and showed off some of the gunplay and everything, which kind of made me think about Max Payne a little bit whenever it was slowing down and whatnot. Not in a bad way, I actually thought it was pretty cool, but regardless, the main thing about this that I like is the way that you can use your gadgets and the options that you're given when you want to go about your mission. The voice work in the game was phenomenal. Whenever they actually were throwing the story out there, I was just like, fuck yeah. So, Watch Dogs just in general, definitely the best thing Ubisoft threw out there by fucking far. I was so happy to see Rayman Legends. You have no idea. Okay, Rayman Origins, hands down, was one of the best games that came out for this generation, period. From its amazing art style, which if you have not played the game, to see it in motion, I mean, in full 1080p on your TV, I mean, it's all hand-drawn style art. It's just, it's really, really awesome. You know, a lot of people, they're all about graphics that look, you know, really detailed, look the most immersive whenever it comes to, you know, you're dropped into a real-world setting, and this looks like real life. That's what somebody is going for, that this is absolute real life. But this was dropped in and looks like you're literally in the middle of a cartoon world. And I loved it. Considering the fact I'm a big fan of the Rayman games, like the actual platforming games, the Raving Rabbids games, they're alright, but I prefer the original platforming series, just awesome. This, okay, was something that was rumored, and people were saying, it might not actually happen, but Legends is happening, very real, and they were showing it off being played on the Wii U, and I was just like, yeah! The cool thing about it, though, is whenever you're playing, you can get up to not 1, not 2, not 3, not even 4, but 5-player co-op. This, I thought, looked really badass, and they were showing off one, okay, in Rayman Origins, there's a lot of sequences. It's kind of like a chase sequence, where you have to just go through the entire stage, and basically you have no space to really fuck up, or else you'll end up dying. You'll fall into something, an enemy will get you, or whatever the case is. And they were showing this off to some of the best music that the series has ever produced. Just a bunch of guitars shredding. I was like, fuck yeah! I was enjoying the living shit out of that, but just seeing how it was done on the Wii U, whenever you're using the tablet and everything, you can interact with parts of the environment to be able to do it other than just using, you know, the D-pad, the analog sticks, and the buttons. So I was just like, very interesting. Whether that's something that an additional player can do, or, you know, just the one player by themselves can do, remains to be seen, but it's something I was just really stoked for, really happy. It looked just as amazing as the regular Rayman Origins game, so more of that, yeah, I'm all on board for this. Okay, Zombi U was one of the things that people were toting the most, just saying, you have to see this, it looks fucking amazing. But during the Ubisoft conference, they didn't really show off much as far as gameplay was concerned. It was really just like a cinematic trailer, so as impressive as it looked and as cool as it looked, I was just left wondering, you know, what exactly is going to happen. You know, that was one thing that made me wonder, what's the gameplay like? Exactly how are they going to go and implement the Wii U tablet controller into this and, you know, use all the functions of it in such a way that makes it a very unique experience because, you know, it's exclusive to that system. But they didn't really show any of that. Well, that was until today when they showed off Zombi U at the Nintendo Wii U conference, and I was just like, good shit. So I'm going to talk about that now. Now, when they were showing it off, okay, so you pick up the tablet controller, and they kind of showed this off a while ago when they first showed off the Wii U, just using it as if you're a sniper and everything and shooting. Well, they did. They took that very concept and applied it. So when you got your sniper rifle out, you know, when you're picking this up, this is kind of like your scope whenever you're holding it and everything. I like that a lot. I thought that was really badass, and just popping off headshots and everything, I was like, okay, I can deal with this. Whenever you're going up to something to interact with it, like a keypad, for instance, you can go and interact with it, and on the TV it can show you what's happening behind you. So if you're just like, shit, 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 I have to hurry up, then you can turn around and try attacking them. I did like the fact that they did this, and not even because it was kind of gimmicky, you know, just trying to find a way to use this. Most of the time, whenever you're going and interacting with anything in a survival horror setting, it pretty much just will cut away from the action, and then you're interacting with that. You know, here, as an example, in the game Fatal Frame 2, you're being pursued by the one ghost chick and everything, and you can go up to the one puzzle on the door, and as soon as you go to it, she stops chasing you, so she's kind of like, alright, he's doing a puzzle. I'm gonna get you. You're still good? Okay. Alright, I'll just, I'll stand here. Does anybody have coffee? No? I'm fucking tired. Really? You didn't get it by now? You're fucking kidding. He still doesn't know. He's pausing the game to look online. This is fuck all. But no, it was cool that they did this because it left you in the middle of the action still. So that heightens, like, the intense, like, fucking atmosphere a whole bunch. You're just like, shit, fucking come on. And then, you know, naturally you'll have to turn around and start popping off a couple rounds or a couple shells into all the zombies that are coming after you. So I like that quite a bit. And, you know, whenever they actually grab a hold of you and are like, oh, you know, I'm a zombie and or something and stuff. I am really scary. That's more like a cat. I wonder if they have zombie animals in it. I hope so. You know, little zombie dogs, zombie cats, zombie elephant, zombie giraffe. Zombie giraffe would suck though, because its neck would probably be broken and be like, Anyway, so enough about the fucking zombified zoo and what have you. I thought it was cool whenever they grab a hold of you and, you know, you go to shake them off and you just go like this and it's like, get the fuck off of me, dick! Bag of dicks, dick bag of dickery Dickinson. So you go and you shake them off with that, but in general, the game just looks like it's a lot of fun. Oh, and here, you know what? I'll mention one last thing. You can go and scan the area. So you take out your little tablet and you're scanning around and it's like, oh, there goes something. And you scan it. It kind of remind me of Metroid Prime whenever you're going and scan all the objects in that game to get the information on them. Or to go and find zombies, you see something and it's just like, oh shit! And they can jump up right in front of you and scare the living bejesus out of you. You know, your fucking dick shrinks back up into your fucking self. And if you're a chick, I don't know, your ovaries just go somewhere they shouldn't. Regardless, though, I thought that this looked absolutely fucking amazing. Like, Ubisoft was just showing off badass game after badass game after badass game. I was just like, fuck yeah. And as far as this being an exclusive, this definitely gives a lot of people who were kind of on the fence about the Wii U a reason to at least take notice of it because, well, frankly, it looks fucking awesome. Then came Far Cry 3. So, Far Cry 3, they immediately started off with a chick riding you and just her fucking jubblies, her snack trays, okay, her fucking sweater puppets just bam, right there. I was like, this is exactly how you grab a motherfucker's attention. Just show them some fun cans right there, and it's just like, oh, what's this game? This looks like it could be very... I'm into it because of the story, not boobies. You know, I thought it was funny that that's exactly how they started this off. So they're like, alright, how do we get this presentation going? How do we get people interested in this? And somebody was just like, tits! And they were like, wow, why didn't I think of that? Yeah, everybody likes tits. Alright. Let's get some C-cup titties right there and let's get this show on the road. But no, okay, so all fun bags aside, the gameplay opens up and, you know, it's pretty much, it's exactly what you would expect from Far Cry. You're going and you're sneaking about and everything and busting out your bow and arrow, which made me think about Tomb Raider when they showed that off yesterday. I was just like, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. You're just going taking people out just like pow 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 pow. You know what else it made me think of? And I don't know why I didn't mention this yesterday, but seeing, just going through like a jungle-style setting and you got your bow and arrow out and everything and trying to sneak around, made me think of Turok. And I was like, oh, I remember when Turok was cool. I miss Rage Wars. 4-player Rage Wars, anyone? Anyone? No? You? No, you don't even know what the fuck? Fuck you. But no, that's what made me think about it a little bit. But anyway, moving back to Far Cry, it was just really cool to see that. In the campaign, you can have 4-player co-op. And I was just like, dude, I fucking like this idea quite a bit. I'm all about co-op so long as the setting is right. And something like this I thought was really cool. The only downside to the co-op, I didn't think that enemies had much of an advantage at all. Because it seemed like all the people that were running around killing them, I mean, were having absolutely no problem whatsoever. They were just like... is there anybody? Just shoot the clouds now for fun. Fuck off! My rain on me! Shoot the rain! But it was just like, they were absolutely annihilating them like nobody's business. I don't know if it was because it was on an easier setting or it's because these people had played through it numerous times, so they were just like, I know where everybody's at. There's gonna be a guy running down the hill right now and he's gonna go and slide left behind that crate right there. Here we go. There we go. Anyway, so moving forward, business as usual. But, yeah, it looked a tad bit too easy in that respect, but again, this could be something that just people just play time and again just so that they can make the game look good. Regardless, though, just seeing all the stuff that they were doing in Far Cry, I was pretty damn happy. The second one, I thought was okay, but I didn't think it was nearly as good as the first one. That's my opinion, though. But, you know, this one looks like it's definitely, like, back on track again, for going for fucking gold and being absolutely epic. So, I'm looking forward to this as well. In general, I liked Ubisoft's show entirely, except for that one annoying guy that they had come out and he kept interrupting the chick, and I was just like... I just want to fucking punch you a lot. And he was just like, haha, I'm interrupting, it's real funny. And it's like, you're not. You're so annoying. I didn't understand why they couldn't just allow, you know, they do a little random drawing and it's like, oh, the person sitting in seat number 37 can come up and cold cock this motherfucker right in his jaw and shut him the fuck up because it's like your talk box. It's to fucking do this. And it's like, pow. So I couldn't understand it. I understand that they did it for comedy relief, but it wasn't funny. It just came off as irritating. Hell, it actually made me wish Mr. Caffeine would have came back and maybe just absolutely humped his fucking mouth on stage. That I could have laughed at, and while he's like sticking it to him, he could go diddle-oo, 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 diddle-oo. So that would have made me laugh, but regardless, the entire presentation was really awesome. They kept on showing off just a bunch of epic games, and I have to say that Ubisoft, out of everybody so far, impressed me the most. I mean, they showed off a bunch of exclusives, they showed off, I mean, their games just look really phenomenal, so I was pretty damn happy. They showed off a bunch of other stuff, but the games that I'm talking about right now were the highlights for me of the show. So yeah, Ubisoft, they get 2 motherfucking Alpha Mega Sin thumbs up. See, these are certified and approved by me because they're mine. They do this. That's how I play all my games. So obviously they're fucking certified and absolutely approved. Why am I reiterating myself? Doesn't matter. They're fucking awesome. So, regardless, how did you feel about the presentation? Did you think Ubisoft did a really good job? Were you interested in any of the games whatsoever? Was there any games that I didn't bring up that you thought were really epic and you want to talk about them? You can comment down in the comment box. You can make a video response as well. If you do either of these things, then everybody can talk about that. Ubisoft rocked at E3. Unless you thought they didn't and they absolutely sucked, then you can go and, you know, share that opinion as well. Regardless. So, that's my opinions. I conclude this, like always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers, game the fuck on.